You a Star Wars fan? Because you'll be amazed at number one, that a lot of women might be into the shit that you're into, but you're so worried about her judging you that you don't give it half a chance. But also some of the things that you're not into, you'll be amazed at how women would want to get into it because they want to get closer to you.
A lot of times they say shit like, "Oh, I'm free on weekends," or I'm usually free on Thursdays," or whatever the hell. So if it makes sense, then I schedule a date.
If she really liked you from the get-go, there would be no reward system you would have to look for to do anything for, right? Because it would automatically be there, And I like to do this in conversation sometimes. When you're speaking with somebody and you'll hear a girl say something like, "I'll never do this," or "I don't like this," or "I don't like that." And then you'll say, "Nah, I kind of like it. I like it when blah, blah, blah." And she's like, well, yeah, when you say it like that, I like it, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you switched up awfully fast for somebody that just really said they don't like something. And so, there's always been clues out there for fellas to understand, like, yo, if they really like you, they will change their whole political party.
They're not giving her real instruction. They're not letting her know what it really is. And most dudes don't do it. Most dudes don't say what it is because they're afraid to hear no, or they're afraid to bring up sex too early and all of this and all of that. But the bottom line is this. Either, again, and somebody said it, either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand? Either she's feeling you or she's not. We got to stop all this nonsense, man. Guys are too afraid to hear no, and it's like I'd rather hear no than to waste 2, 3, 4 dates and time spent, money spent, and all this other shit just to find out that you wasn't feeling me any damn way. You see what I'm saying? But so with me, first date is cool. If you don't want to do it on the first date, no problem. You could be on your period or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that could be off on the first date, right? It doesn't matter. But second date, you gotta know what it
is. For me, I like exclusive vagina to me. And that's because I don't want to catch nothing to have my later years messed up. And I like to stroke without no condom on. It feels great. So I like it.
So you like to be hugged by the sugar walls? You like to be hugged?
Yeah. I like that velvet, plush velvet. The smoothness. So,
but even then, Jay Roman, I hear you.
He don't get up for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the reason is because he has to conserve his energy to do 3 full workouts a day up until his competition date. You understand? So when he's in season, he literally just works out as hard as he can. Then he sits on the couch and his wife brings him everything. The only thing she don't do is fucking piss for him, right? So what I'm saying is, it's one thing to have a wife that does it, because you said earlier, these were the words you used. You said a woman who says, "Oh, I rock with this dude, so I don't mind doing this." But see, it's a difference between a woman who doesn't mind and a woman who cheerfully wants to do it. Understand the position of a simp. Make sure you understand the position of a friend zone nigga. Make sure you understand that a man doesn't do anything for nothing. You understand? So run the game, be careful, and do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's right there, Jay Roman. And that's the problem. Your main chick should always be prioritized over all the new chicks. Right? The new chicks should not get preferential treatment. Right? So what would make it difficult for a lot of women is if you're giving girlfriend treatment to the new chick. Right? So this is why when you very first meet women, you have to establish boundaries and parameters where they got to earn everything. So that way, when the main chick is with you and she knows you're dealing with new women, she knows they have to go through the gauntlet too. They just don't get shit quicker. Like
mic, Kerry K setting the blaze, sagging. Miles Cunham with the game so tight. J. Roman lit the torch, keeping it right. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law. Kerry K drops jewels, the crowd enthralled. Words cut deep, no need for brawls. Miles Cunningham, tactic sharp like a dagger. Navigates the game, makes the haters stagger. Journey to manhood, no easy feat. Lessons from the masters, words concrete. J. Roman with the keys, opens the door. Manhood's the path, gotta crave for more. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law.
Law. All right.
Law.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Man, what's going on with you, fam?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just had a good week. It's been hot as hell around here, man. But trying to stay cool, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, it just started raining today. It was like 100 degrees. I was at Six Flags. I told, who did I tell that to? I was at Six Flags Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, bro? My shirt was soaking wet, bro. Just walking around.
Just walking around.
You know, I'm doing the dad thing, bro. I'm sacrificing my body out there in the heat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the little ones. Zach love the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Zach love the kids.
I saw you mouthing the song. I was pop locking in the back while the song was playing.
Nah, that shit fire. That shit fire.
Anyway, man, what's going on with you? What's going on in your neck of the woods and shit?
Oh yeah, man. Make sure you go to Cunningham Elements, man. Get your soaps, man. Get your cologne, and also go to shoplacaria.com. Get how to master the vetting process, and also get that platinum series, man. Lucario got the platinum series where he takes some of the best joints out of the out of the bad boy membership. So you could what's the name? So you could purchase it separate from the membership. You understand? Real valuable information, man. So make sure you guys go to shoplacaria.com and also get your online dating consultation featuring Miss April MC and Mr. Lucario, man. They get you right with your photos and your bio and what to text, what to do, everything. So holla at them for that, man.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are we talking about today? Why dating women on your terms is the cheat code to stress-free dating.
Facts.
Now, here's the thing, guys. I want guys to understand. Are you still going to encounter women that just make you look at them and shake your head like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Is that going to happen? Yes.
Yes.
Here's the thing. If you're going to deal with women, there is no way you're going to avoid the ones that you look at and just like, see, if you have some sense to you, right, you're gonna encounter them. But the key is you don't deal with them. See, these other guys, they'll tell you if she's a baddie, and I hate the term baddie, but whatever, right? Deal with her anyway. Mm-hmm. If she's this super attractive woman, deal with her anyway. Myself, Miles, Lucario, 1950, Steve, and there's other guys that we rock with, Dre, Ron Wills, and there's other guys that we rock with. There's not too many guys outside of us that are telling you guys, only deal with women on your terms. Most guys are not saying that. They're not saying that. See, the bane of most guys' frustration is the fact that they deal with women on a woman's terms, and they think that because the woman supposedly cares about them and they care about the woman, that she will quote unquote act right. Man, I've been trying to get her to act right for like 5 years now. But you can't deal with a woman on her terms and then simultaneously lead. It's impossible.
Oh man.
It's impossible. You want to speak to that?
No, real talk, man. Look, and you know, it's kind of tough because, you know, you end up sounding like some type of dictator, right? You end up sounding like, you know, you end up sounding like some type of, you know, misogynistic. Like, this is where they get all that narcissistic shit from. You understand that he's all about himself and he don't want to do this. Oh yeah, and they want to say that we're manipulating and controlling and telling women what to do and this and that and that and this. But the bottom line is, that's what leaders do. Like, that's the reality of leadership. You understand?
Dictate shit.
Yeah, like we set the structure and we enforce it. Now, the whole point is, like I said, and I keep saying this, but the whole point is to find the woman that wants that. Because we're not here to make no female do what they don't want to do. We're here to find the females that understand and trust in the leadership and are willing to follow. And here's the stupid part. These women, they get with you. They have the best fucking time. You understand? Like, they enjoy, they get so much pleasure from fucking with you, but then all of a sudden they want to have a separate thought or an independent thought, or they want to have input on how shit goes. And it's like, nothing works like that. Nothing works like that. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing works like that. I mean, look, even with the American government, all you can do is vote. You can't tell these motherfuckers what to do. You can't tell Donald Trump what to do. You can't tell the Congress what. You can write a letter and you can vote. That's all you can do. But you can't make these motherfuckers do what you want them to do. And it's funny how everybody could be cool with that shit, but in a relationship, all of a sudden, oh, well, I feel like I need to say this. I feel like I need to do this, and I need to question this, and I need to ask you about that because blah, blah. No.
And I would say a woman dating you should be like buying a used car, as is. Bitch, as is. A woman buying you should be like a used car, as is. I mean, it's in great condition, bitch, but it's as is.
It's as is.
It ain't no extra shit we gonna add to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we can make the ride a great one or a bumpy one. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. But bitch, this is as is. You know what I'm saying? So again, what are we talking about? Why dating on your terms is the closest cheat code. I mean, terms is the cheat code, not the closest. It is the cheat code to stress-free dating. Guys, and let me just say this, and Miles, you alluded to it earlier. It's not about controlling women. Now, there are some women who will interpret it as such.
Right.
And one of the reasons why they will interpret it as such is because they're not used to dating within structure. They might be used to going to school with structure, going to a job with structure, right? But when it comes to their dating lives, most men don't have that. Most men don't say, I have something already here. You must exhibit certain behavior for you to gain access to this. The average guy doesn't have that. The average guy, the more attractive a woman is, the more he bends, period. The average guy, I don't care how educated he is, how much money he got, how good looking women say he is, none of that matters. Status, none of that. The average guy, which is probably 90% of men worldwide, will bend to a bitch, depending on how attractive she is. Because the average guy really doesn't have any standards. Guys fool themselves with the illusion of standards. Like they'll say, oh, my standard is I only date chicks that look this way. No, that's your dating preference. No, that's your dating preference. See, and I think and both men and women, they confuse dating preferences with standards. No, a preference is just I prefer this over the other. So if you say as even if a woman says I prefer guys who are 6 foot plus, that's not a standard. That's a preference, right? So, and this is what guys have to understand. Most guys have no standards. But real quick, guys, the calling line is open. We good? Yeah. We good, Miles? Right on.
Yeah, calling lines open.
672-7300. $5 to call in for a question, $10 for a whole story, or if you just want to vent about something, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be short-lived because we're going to get you off that, right? But what are we talking about, guys? And it's not about controlling women. It's about controlling your participation.
Right.
Okay? And all that really means is this. and again, I've said this. Across the world, it is customary for men to approach women, period. I don't care what society you live in. It is customary for men to approach women, period. To get at women, period. Yes, you're going to have some women who just can't help themselves and they want to be assertive and aggressive and they see something and they want to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to have sex with you or not. Because let me just say this. Don't get it twisted. Just because women give you attention or get at you doesn't mean they want to necessarily fuck you. Mm-hmm. Or it doesn't necessarily mean all they want is sex. Mm-hmm. They might want you to date them. And you just want to fuck. You're like, nah, baby girl, I ain't trying to do all of that.
Ain't trying to do all
right? So that does happen as well. Let's bring in the homie real quick. Oh, I got it.
Jay Roman in
the my eyes is covered up. We got to change this.
What's going on?
What up?
We got to go back to the old one for a second.
My mic level's okay.
Yeah, we good.
All right.
Hold on real quick. Let me get my this nigga. Hold on, I got you, fam. I got to go back. I got to fix that. All
right, there you go. That's what's up.
Yeah, I had to fix that. All right, but we here though. So Jay Roman, we talking about why dating women on your terms, or women. I said woman. Why dating women on your terms is the cheat code to stress-free dating.
Mm-hmm.
Is your mic on? You good?
Oh, my bad. I'm typing y'all a message.
Okay.
So,
well, you know what? I'll say too, real quick, man. You know, it's in a lot of ways it sounds ridiculous, but I'm learning that there's a zero tolerance situation, man. You gotta treat a woman who is not performing or who's not behaving in accordance with your standard. You got to treat them like a fucking disease. You got to treat them like gangrene. You got to. You ever seen that movie World War Z?
Yes, great movie, by the way, with Brad Pitt.
Now there was a scene in the movie where Brad Pitt was chilling with the soldier chick, and the chick was helping him get through the crowd and shit.
The Israeli chick.
Yeah, the Israeli chick, and she got bit, and fucking she got bit like on her hand. And Brad Pitt grabbed this bitch and chopped her fucking arm off from here. You understand? And and that's how you got to treat a female. Man, let me tell you something. I've had situations, man, where I said, you know, you match with a chick, you set up the date, everything's cool. She's cooperating all week. And then the day of the date, all of a sudden, she's going to be an hour late. And then after that, she's asking you, oh, can we FaceTime before we see each other? Nigga, I cut that off. I say, you know what? Forget about it. Good luck to you. And we done. And you know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, it's sassy to block a bitch. No, she's blocked. I blocked the contact because I don't need nothing else from you. You understand? So it's not even about like being spiteful or anything like that. But a lot of these chicks, they love to fucking like play the game and then try to change the rules at the in the fourth quarter. You understand?
Yep. My bad. Go ahead.
No. You good? Go ahead.
No. Here's the reality of when we talk about attraction. Here's just a stone cold reality. When you very first meet people, when you talk about all the different ways that men and women can be attracted to each other, sexual attraction is the first domino to fall. It's the first one. Mm-hmm. How we gonna skip the first one? How? And that's what, bro. We can't skip that.
We can't.
When two people who don't know each other start conversing, the first domino of attraction is physical and sexual attraction. The first domino. So a woman is telling you, well, we're gonna skip past that, and we're gonna go to the dating domino. Oh, hold on, bitch. Hold on. Time out. We're not there yet, right? And this is what guys have to understand. We're not there yet, and women know this, and women know this to be the truth, right? And if any women listening right now, you know what I'm saying, you know this to be the truth. Women know the extreme importance of sexual compatibility. Women know this. Because No woman wants to meet a man, fall in love with that nigga before she fuck him, have sex with him, and he's sorry in bed. No woman wants that to happen.
Exactly.
So we got to stop the bullshit. Women don't want that to happen. All right, because and all of this, oh girl, you can teach them. You can't teach size. Stop that. Stop that.
You can't teach size. You can't teach motion. You know what I mean?
Stop that. But go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm not even going to talk about the women when it concerns to this. What I'm going to say is, when you date on your terms, you become accountable for all your actions, and you realize, good or bad, how things are going by your actions.
Yeah.
And so, and that is stress-free, because if there's anything or anybody that should be able to fix anything going on with you, it should be you first. Right? So, if you've dated someone, and like most dudes or some dudes these days, they be jumping all in. Oh, dude, she the one. She's this. She's all that. Then that corny stuff. Oh, she's my twin, and whatever they be saying these days.
They say that. Niggas say
yeah,
that.
man. They be saying some weird stuff. This is my best friend. My best friend. And so they do all that, say all that, jump in really quick, and it doesn't work out, and they're blaming her. But when you date on your own terms, you realize, maybe I was the cause of that. Maybe I didn't look before I leap. Maybe I should have slowed things down. Maybe I should have kept the manhood about me and stayed in my position instead of trying to fall in love. Maybe I should have did something different. Yeah. And so when that happens, there's no stress about guessing what she's thinking. Who cares what she's thinking?
It don't
You're
matter.
More or less analyzing your actions and what you did in the relationship.
Facts.
There you go. There you go.
Matter what she's thinking, bro. It really don't fucking matter.
And let me address this, because there's this popular term that only bitch niggas say. I'm looking for a woman to be my peace or bring me peace. I hate that. I want to slap the fuck out of everybody who say that.
Yeah, all these niggas on the fucking podcast, them fucking podcast niggas.
I can't stand them whole ass niggas, bro. Here's the thing, and I've been saying this for as long as I've been on YouTube and before. When it comes to a man's life, you build it and they will come. Bundy told y'all, you build it and they will come. Here's the thing about, women talk about safety and all of this shit and security. Guys, you are the architect of that. Okay, allow me to explain. As a man, right, if you have peace, tranquility, joy, and happiness in your life, when she comes in, she's going to get the same shit that's already there. You don't need her to be any fucking thing, but a bitch knows how to listen so she doesn't disrupt what you've already built for yourself.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, yeah, go ahead. No, it's like an amusement park. Bring yourself. Everything is already here.
Exactly. And that's a part that a lot of cats miss, man. That's a part that a lot of cats miss. And that's a part of the reason why, and I've made the mistakes too, but that's a part of the reason why mistakes are made on the part of a lot of men. And you're totally right, Jay Roman. Like, it's really not about the women. And we all know that the game is not about women. It's really all about what your behavior and what you did and how you do it. Because, the women come into the situation, and the thing is, it's so fucked up, because if you're looking to a woman for anything, if you're looking to a woman for any kind of peace, if you're looking to a woman to help you build your standard, but like, what are you really doing? And I'm starting to really think that, like, feminism was built on the mistakes of bitch ass niggas, because a real man would never allow feminism. Do you understand what? And better yet, a man would never. If there were only men in the world, bitches wouldn't even ask for feminism. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if only real men existed.
And no males. I want guys to understand when we say
if it was all actual men and no males and no bitch ass niggas and no idiots, there would be no such thing as fucking feminism. It would just be men, women, leadership, followers, relation, and a beautiful fucking society. It would be a fucking utopia.
I was thinking the word utopia. That word popped into my head too. That will be the closest thing to utopia on earth, would be that.
I'm telling you, bro.
What you said, there's too many weak guys who have poison the barrel, bro.
It's fucking crazy. But, guys, the phone lines are open, 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Go ahead and call in if y'all want to add to the conversation, or if you got a question, go ahead and call in.
Man, somebody put a comment on here.
But I do want to make some point. Hold on, I'll look for it in just a second. Do you know what time it is? I do got some points I want to.
The comment was friends before lovers.
Oh, that's 1225, Frankie Shy.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna leave that alone.
No, I'm just saying I ain't never been friends before lovers. I've been lovers, then friends. It's like an arranged marriage, and the arrangement is fucking. and then we become what we gotta become.
Yo, what's the point? What's the point? You can call it whatever you want, but what's the point of having a relationship when okay, you see the whole thing with being a man is that you're a complete being. You really have everything you need. You understand what I'm saying? You have everything you need. So that means a woman can only give you a little bit of icing on the cake. A woman is a condiment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shit, the burgers are already medium. The bun tastes good. The cheese is on it. A bitch can only bring me a little bit of ketchup if I need it, if I want it. That's all she can bring me. So that's the thing. It's like it, and I said it on yesterday's show, with Lucario. I'm like, this whole equality thing, the feminism, the woke shit, all of the bullshit, it only exposes how little we want or need from a woman in reference to life, right? It's like, unless I'm trying to start a family. And this is how I know. And again, I'm not trying to diminish women, because yes, we do need them for procreation. We need them to make this whole thing work. But at the end of the day, unless I'm really trying to start a family, all you are is an accessory to my journey.
And here's the thing. Okay, and I'll pass it to you, Jay Roman. Here's the thing, right? As human beings, as we use this vessel called a body, right? And we got however long the good man upstairs give us here on earth, right? Because we all got an expiration date. We just don't know when it is. Most people don't know when it is, unless you got a terminal illness and they're telling you got like 6 months or something, right? So we got however long we got on this earth to do what we're gonna do. Along the way, you want to enjoy yourself. You want to make your life as easy, as enjoyable as possible along the way. So to your point, Miles, you're going to encounter other human beings on your journey. And there are going to be people that are useful to you. There are going to be some people who are more useful than others.
Right.
And there are going to be some women you encounter where the only use you have for them is sex. Sorry, ladies, it's the truth. I just want to fuck you. I really don't want too much more than that. Now, here's the problem, though, is when all you want is sex from a woman, but you pretend you want more to get sex. Then that's where you got a problem.
That's it right there. That's it right there. That's it right there. You fucking pretend like I need or want anything else. You understand? And then you know what that does too is that puts a false narrative in her fucking mind that she's more important than she really is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And technically, you're toying with her emotions. You're playing with her emotions, and you don't want to do that as a man.
Nah, you don't. You really don't.
Now, if you tell a woman the truth, and she gets in her feelings by the truth, she got to live with that. That's her problem then. But if you faking and fronting, then that's a whole nother thing. You got it, Jay.
I think some things is just human nature, right? Familiarity with someone is nice when you get familiar because you get comfortable, but also it brings stagnant, right? So I understand the want to have somebody familiar with you when you go on vacations and go places and things like that. You know, I always say I want a woman to be her, but I want her to just listen to me. Like, I don't want to change you. I just want you to be able to listen and follow these instructions. So it's nice to bring, you know, for me to bring somebody new or to bring somebody you're very familiar with, especially when you guys are cool with each other and you guys can laugh and joke and talk, and you know that is nice. However, if it comes about without it being on your terms, it doesn't last as nice as it could be. Right. Because you're trying to force something. Now, either you're trying to force her to change to whatever you're doing by your simperiness, by your whimperiness, or whatever arguments, and for vice versa. So the thing is, as men, we should take more accountability for these interactions because we are the men. And I think that a lot of times laziness on men's part forsake the responsibilities that they have when it comes to interaction. It is lazy to be the person that is the good cop, right? It's lazy to be that, to ride along, whatever she wants, whatever she likes, whatever she's gonna, you know, hey, I'll do this for you, I'll do that. In this position, all I can do is simper you down and beg for your attention, and then when you give it to me and I give you what you want, everything is all cool. The man that has to work says, hey, if we want this thing to continue to be cool, it has to go like this. Because this is how I move, on how it makes me cool. So it's one of those catch-22s where it's like, I get it. Like, you know, when you go on a long vacation or a long trip, or you going overseas or somewhere, I don't want nobody new. I want somebody I know.
Oh, ain't no way I'm taking a chick I'm dating nowhere. Like,
right?
So you get no trips, because
right? You know what I'm saying? So I gotta build this instructions and compatibility with somebody to enjoy this trip if I want to go that way. Now, me, I can go by myself. I go by myself and chill. But if I want to take a woman or go do that, then this is how it's going to be. And I understand that for the fellas, but at the same time, the game has been lost for so long that they are, even before the beginning, trying to show how pleasant it would be to be with me. Oh, I'm the type of guy that does this, and I'm the type of guy that does that. You don't know you're that type of guy that does this or that when you're involved with her, because she said she liked to go over here. You had no plans, and now you over there.
Bro, let me tell you something. I want to segue into this right here. Okay, why men should establish their dating standards early. I want to kind of go back to what you said earlier about trips. And I want guys to understand. Now, this is just me. Prior to getting married, right? Prior to me getting married, when it came to how I dealt with women, when it comes to trips, dating, I was very particular. So to your point, Jay Roman, as an example, if we just fucking, we ain't going nowhere. If I'm dating you, we ain't going nowhere. I ain't taking no trips with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm dating a woman seriously and we're on the cusp of exploring a relationship, I might take a weekend trip, like an hour out the way or something. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. For me, this was always my thing. If you ain't my girlfriend, I'm not getting on a plane with you.
Mm.
Period. If you're not my girlfriend, we're not getting on a plane at all, right? Not only that, but if you're not my girlfriend or my wife, I'm not going nowhere with you that take passports. You know what I'm saying? Period. No cruises, none of that. I was very peculiar, you know what I'm saying? Peculiar about if she's this to me, this is what I'm willing to do. The problem with guys, the problem with the average guy, the same shit he would do with his wife, he would do for a bitch he met 2 weeks ago.
Right.
There's no distinction as to what women actually get access to based on the role she's been elevated to. And that's because guys have no standards.
Right.
Okay. And that's why you see them videos where they be like, man, I took her on this trip. I didn't even get none. She didn't even give it to me.
Stop it, bro. Nah, bro, because you and I just, for me, a lot of things just are like common sense things because you can see how everybody else is moving and be like, nah, that ain't it for me. Nah, how they moving over there, that ain't it for me. And you can see the results of that. So why would you mimic the same bullshit that these guys are doing? Like flying bitches out. That's wild to me. That's wild to me.
Exactly.
That's even a thing is wild to me. Like there ain't no bitches in your city, nigga. Like go ahead.
Because the thing is, and with those things with the trip, or we went on a trip and I didn't even get none. Like, how you not already fucking? Like what? Like why would you go anywhere that you got to spend the night and be somewhere, for an extended period of time with a woman that you're not already fucking?
That's
like, what are we? Like, that's crazy to me, bro. That's super duper crazy. And that's the thing, and that's the thing with dudes, like it's like they lose sight of everything about themselves. And once a woman come around, and it's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. And I've been that way. I've been that way as a younger man, and I've made some mistakes even as a grown man. Shout out to Mr. 1950 in the chat. You see what I'm saying? Why waste any money on a bitch? Facts. You see what I'm saying?
But even if she paying for herself, bitch, I don't want to go nowhere with you like that. Go ahead, Miles.
Even if she's paying for herself,
and that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. And again, even if she pay for herself, that puts you in the worst positions even still, because it's like, oh well, I paid for myself to be here, so I ain't gotta give you no pussy, and I ain't gotta do this, and I ain't gotta do that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Miles. Thank you.
Crazy.
It's just that's what I'm saying. Like even and I told a story of how I met a chick on a Friday, and the next Saturday, because we had already talked about fucking, and the next day, Saturday, we were gonna get together, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go out to eat with my friends. Why don't you join us? I'll pay for you." No thanks.
No thanks.
Tell you what, you go ahead and enjoy that. When you're done with your friends, if you still want to catch up, holla at me then.
Right.
Man, fuck the dumb shit. And I ain't number one. It's too soon to meet your friends. Ain't no fucking way. That's one. Two, I don't want to be around a bunch of bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's two. And three, I don't want to break bread with you. Like you're not there. We're not there. Like, but no. And that's why a lot of guys, because women are doing things and guys like the feeling of it, they partake in it. And I'm like, bro, that's where you gotta police yourself and be like, nah. Because even though this sounds cool, what she's talking about, she's dictating to me. She's telling me what she's gonna do and telling me. And so she's sweetening it by saying, I'll pay for you.
Yeah. It's same
bro,
shit.
I'm good.
He posted called in yesterday and said this pretty much the same shit. Chick talking about she want to take him out to some restaurant that he like, and she willing to pay. Like, you got to be careful with.
You're trying to extract shit out. No, guys, and this is where guys don't understand the true value of a man. Women understand the immense value of a man so much that a woman is willing to pay for you to eat just so she can extract non-sexual time, energy, effort, attention, and intimacy out of you.
Yes, sir.
That's perfect for her. A guy that she like.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all now.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, back in the day, they say they pay. I'm there. Roman was there. You paying? All right, Roman is there. I'm with you. Okay, now I ain't no easy date. Just because you gave me a meal don't mean I'm giving this thing up. But I'm telling you right there, I'm there.
My nigga, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why we learn and we grow, because we learn the type of essence that is given off, right? And the thing is, a lot of times we take the actions for just what it is. Like, oh man, she into me. She want my time. She's even to pay for the meal. But at the same time, what you're starting in that relationship, you no longer are in control of, because the actions mean something. And that's the hard part that guys got to realize. Stress-free, the cheat code that's stress-free doesn't mean it's not discipline. It doesn't mean that it's not work on your part. It doesn't mean that you forgo your forethought and look down the line and understand what's happening. It doesn't mean all that. So that's stuff you got to actually take in consideration and be disciplined about. Back in the day, I was not that disciplined. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was eating that lobster meal, talking about thank you very much.
I know I wasn't.
So I mean, you wasn't. I was.
We all was partaking, bro. But
I'm saying I know I was disciplined. I said I know I wasn't that disciplined.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, it's things that when we say the game is not about the women, there's so much part. Like, I understand dudes out here be like, man, these women are trifling, and some of them are. Like, I'm not saying they not, but there's so much of our part that we need to get back together in doing.
Exactly.
When you earlier when you was talking about feminism, instantly I thought, well, maybe feminism wasn't made for women. Maybe it was made for the men.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Because if you really think about it, back then, I don't care how far you want to go to Stone Age, there was a chick that was like, man, I don't feel like cooking dinner tonight. I'm quite sure there was one that was saying that. Okay. Like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve Dean in the building. Real quick, sorry. Steve Dean in the building.
So, it just weakened men's minds on these thoughts of like, oh, this is, and as soon as that happened, you see it's more stress. It's so stressful out here for dudes to date. They don't even want to date anymore. Exactly. I heard some stupid stuff the other day about some dude foregoing dating. He just, he lives life without females almost. They so stressed out, they becoming monks.
But see, their stresses, and it goes back to what I said earlier. This is why when guys say, I don't understand women, they're confusing. The only time you would say, I don't understand women or they're confusing is because you keep trying to do things their way. And you keep expecting what you want to be gotten from it, and what you want is not happening. So you're like, I gave the bitch everything she wanted. I did everything she wanted. I waited for sex. I took her on multiple dates, and she's still giving me resistance. Why? I don't understand. Right. The only reason you would do that is because you're following her. If you're telling women, look, this is what the fuck we doing. You down or not? What? You don't gotta say, I don't understand women. I understand the bitch ain't listening, so she can't be here. I understand that much, right? Exactly. That's all you have to understand. Is either she's down to do it your way or she gotta go. And here's another thing that guys are gonna run into. You're gonna run into fool's gold, right? And that is women who give the impression that they're down to do it your way while at the same time being resistant. And on the surface, it looks like it's genuine. Then you're like, wait a minute, bitch, hold on, bitch. And then you realize, man, let me get her out the way, right? And that's the difference between. This is why, guys, when women tell you I'm not interested right away, be grateful for that. Because there are women who do not want to have sex with you at all, or they don't want to have sex with you on your terms, but they'll deal with you, giving you the impression that something might go down how you want it, but it's clearly not. And even with the whole dinner thing, let me just say this. Let me tell guys real quick why you don't want to do that. the woman is setting the tone of the dynamic between y'all. That's a tone setter.
Yep.
That's even the date you choose is a tone setter. That's why you do something simple, inexpensive, not because you're cheap. Well, I am a frugal nigga, but I'm not cheap, right? But not because you're cheap, but because if I don't know if I want to date this woman seriously, why would I do a date that I would do with a woman that I'm already dating seriously? I don't know this bitch, right? So it's basically about, she hasn't shown me anything worthy. Number one, she ain't even shown me whether or not she's worthy of this dick, let alone me taking her seriously. So why would you do an extravagant date? Why would you do that? And then you have people, well, you have women, some women, well, the date is about how much a man likes you. No, guys, no. The date is about how bad you want to fuck her. That's what it really is, right? The extravagance of the date is really you trying to sell yourself. You should fuck me because look what a good job I done. This date is awesome, ain't it? Look at all the money I spent. Isn't this panty dropping worthy? Right? This is what a lot of guys do. They hope they can get some pussy by the extravagance of the date. The more entertaining the date, they feel like, I think I did a good job. She seems pleased.
And that's why they are so upset. And I'm telling you, they can't stand it. This slut gave it up to that dude that didn't do nothing. All he did was in her ear all day. They call her all sorts of names. I done took you out, did all this stuff, and this dude was talking to you in your ear all day at the club, and you went home with him and gave it up.
Hey, J. Roman, he ain't even say that much.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in her ear for that long, my nigga. Like straight up, like that's what I'm saying. Look. The bottom line is this, guys. If you want to have things on your having things on your terms. Honestly, it comes back to realizing that you don't need anything. That's really what it comes to, because a lot of men feel like they need something from a woman. You understand? We don't need anything from women. Now, if there are things that you want, that's cool. But understanding that you don't need anything, it reminds you that, like, okay, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like, when they say, you only know your true friends when both of y'all don't need nothing from each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if somebody choose to fuck with you because they fuck with you, that is authentic. But if I'm fucking with you because, for example, I might be staying at your house because right now I'm homeless. You understand what I'm saying? I'm fucking with you because I need something from you. You feel me? I'm fucking with you because I'm in a disadvantaged position. So the relating that we do is tainted, because I'm not here simply because I want to be. I'm here because I need to be, because you're allowing me to sleep on your fucking couch or what have you. Right. And that's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to having things on your terms, dealing with females. You got to realize how much you don't need anything. Right. And as a man, you should be focusing on building. This is what we mean when we talk about having your program. And shout out to Renee P. Long time.
Yeah, shout out to Renee.
When we talk about building your structure, having a masculine identity, having a program, the whole point of being a man is building and creating your life from scratch. Right. To the point where you can do what you need to do and exist on your own terms, just from your life alone. You understand? Your life needs to already be on your own fucking terms. So that means when you get with anyone, let's not even talk about females right now. Let's talk about even just being cool with another dude, another man. Like, for example, my involvement with the Manhood is a Skill Set show, it's on my fucking terms. Everything that I do with and for this show is what I want to do exactly. K Zaggin is not paying me. Huh? K Zaggin he's not promising me nothing. Jay Roman I don't got my hands in his pockets. He not giving me nothing behind the scenes. I'm not sleeping on nobody's couch. You get what I'm saying?
Straight
up. Ain't nobody sending me nothing. Everything I do, when y'all see me here every fucking Saturday, it is literally 110% because I want to be. And that is true. Like I fuck with this show. I fuck with K-Zach. I fuck with Jay Roman simply because I want to. Not because these niggas owe me anything or I owe anything to these niggas. That is everything on my terms. And it's true. It's authentic. It's pure. And that's what we need to do as men. You build your life a certain way. You build the structure and the details of your life a certain way where you do things on your terms. And when I say on your terms, you do it exactly because you want to, not because of any other fucking reason. Now, when you dealing with if we're going to get to women, we're going to talk about dealing with women. I'm fucking with a woman simply on my terms, not because she's dangling pussy over my face. Because I could get pussy anywhere. Shit, not to mention Palmalita, you know what I'm saying? She's fine too. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I've had some hellified nuts, bro. That's just you know,
Nick, that's not even. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, anyway.
Right? Anyway. But the point I'm trying to make is we gotta keep this shit pure and authentic. If I'm fucking with you, it's because I want to, not because I'm like, because the majority of most of you niggas is that even when you just see the bitch, you're already afraid of losing her because you think she's so pretty. You think she's so attractive. You think she's wifey. So you ain't even say what's up to the bitch yet. And you're already emotionally invested, hoping that you don't lose the bitch, right? Hoping that she doesn't say no, hoping that she doesn't say she has a boyfriend, hoping that she doesn't ignore you, hoping that she doesn't tell you that she's not interested and she don't feel like talking right now. And from there, you've already fucking lost. Because you ain't even say nothing to the bitch yet, and already you're afraid of losing her. You're done. You see what I'm saying? Already you're sleeping on this bitch couch. You see what I'm saying? Already she got you feel like she owe you something or you owe her something. Why? Because you pedestal her. Because you're not 100% person. You're not a fucking man. An actual man doesn't need anything. Yo, I love the old movies and the old stories. You see these fucking you see the story of a cowboy. That nigga will fucking wander the fucking prairies for weeks and days. If he needs shelter, he'll stop and build a fucking fire, eat some fucking beans, sleep by the campfire, get back up and wander the fucking prairie some more. Because he don't need nothing from nobody. What you think the story in the Bible of Jesus wandering the desert for 40 days and 40 nights was all about? It is a testament to the fact that as a man, you don't need anything from anyone. Everything that you need comes from within. So that means when I fuck with somebody, when I relate to another human being, it is 100% pure and authentically because I want to, not because I need to, and not because I owe them anything or they owe me anything. I am literally here out of 100% authentic interest of being there because I want to be. And that's what a lot of us don't fucking understand as men.
Miles, you said some real shit about not needing anything. I did a live stream. I want to say, you know what? No, it wasn't a live stream. It was a pre-recorded video a couple months back. And I was, saying, something very similar, how if you feel like you need something from a woman, she can take that with her when she leaves. Now, I want guys to understand the significance of that. Anything you feel like you need from a woman, if you feel like you need the adoration of a woman, the admiration, the love, the validation, the peace, or whatever the goofy shit you motherfuckers is looking for. Whatever you feel like you need from a woman, she can take with her when she leaves. And then where will you be then? Right? So to your point, Miles, anything a woman brings into my kingdom, I said it, kingdom, is what I want. It's what I want.
Yeah.
But I can do without it though.
Exactly.
It's what I want. You said something. You said earlier about the burger and the ketchup. The burger tastes good without the ketchup. I'm fine. But sometimes I just get. I'm gonna use an old school word. I just get a hankering for just something a little spicy to hit you right there. I just want a little dab of that on my burger. I want a little steak sauce on my burger just to hit me right there. Like, just because I can.
Right.
Not because I need the A1 sauce. Just because I can get it.
Right.
Not because I need it. I want some. But like you said, Miles, I can dab it and be like, you know what? I'm going to eat the rest of the burger without this shit.
Without it, nigga.
Come on, man.
I mean, sometimes I take the pickles off. Sometimes I leave them on. It's your way. And the thing is like, I don't think that thing, right? Like most of these dudes want that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what caused them to go astray.
Mm-hmm.
They try any and everything to get that thing. And so they don't really understand that stress-free, to me, the best stress-free relationship I ever had, I was sucker-free.
Mm.
And if I don't care how it ended, if I was sucker-free, it felt so better. So much better.
Yep.
Be a sucker in a relationship and she still leave. See how you feel.
Nigga.
Be sucker free in a relationship and she leave. Now see how you feel. I'm telling you, it's two different feelings. Sucker free, you be like, all right, that was fun while it lasted. On to the next. You know, when you ain't sucker free, oh, this one hurt. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts because you was being a sucker through that whole relationship.
Facts.
It hurts a little bit more. You sucker free, you understand. You can down there see it coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Ain't really gonna work out. I can see it right now.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work out. I can see it right now. The countdown done begun.
Yeah. I'm surprised we last this long, baby. It's time for you to go. It's a difference. And the thing is, some of you guys got such weak minds, you don't believe you can get another one. I'm gonna tell you this. I am a firm believer. There is somebody for everybody. Mm-hmm. I have seen the most nerdiest, the most ugliest, the most dirtiest dudes with a woman. I've seen them. Mm-hmm. So I don't care. I've seen handicap. I've seen people with burns. I've seen people with dysfunction. I've seen all sorts of people with women.
Wheelchair niggas.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So my thing is that ain't nothing unique.
Right.
There's women out there. The thing is, y'all get so caught up because you feel in your head just because you like this one.
Internet. It's the internet.
One deserves it, to give you whatever you are searching for.
Yeah.
They don't. So I'm just saying, man, sucker free. That's hey.
And you know what it is?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Miles. You got it.
Real quick, I just want to make mention to the part where you said, J. Roman, about being able to look back at a relationship and celebrate what you did, especially when you know you did it on your terms. You understand? Because you can look back at it and say it was fun while it lasted, and it was great because everything I did because I wanted to. You understand? Not because she twisted my arm, not because she forced me to, not even because she asked me to, because the shit that I did, she didn't even ask me. I told her this is what was going to happen, and it happened. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is that when you look back and you see all everything that you accomplished and all the experiences that you had and everything that was done and everything that was created, and you realize, hey, I'm a cold ass nigga, because the quality the quality of that relationship was top level. And I didn't, when they say shit like, leave it out on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at yourself as an athlete and you like, hey, I left my blood, sweat, and tears out on that field. And I could look back at that game and I played my ass off in that game. That's how I look at my relationships, nigga. Whether they work out or not, because it's not about her. It's about the man that I am and the man that I represented inside the relationship simply because I wanted it to be. If she ended up not being worthy, that don't got nothing to do with me.
Right there. Right there. You're like, hey, I gave everything I could to the relationship, but it ran its course.
It ran its course.
This is why I don't believe in that fumbling bitches and the one who got away. Nigga, every woman in my past deserves to be in my review. Okay?
Facts.
And not because they were fucked up or they was ill. No, it was just a different chapter. It was a different time. It's kind of like, putting 90s behind you and shit. Because the 90s was a beautiful time and shit. But putting that behind you, putting the early 2000s, because that was another beautiful time too. Putting that shit behind you, you know what I'm saying? You're in a new chapter. This is why when guys call in and they say, man, I just got out of a long-term relationship or a divorce. Congratulations. Welcome to the newest chapter of your life. Make this the best chapter yet.
Real talk.
You have a chance to reinvent yourself, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chance to sit back, lick your wounds if you need to, and then you can go out in the world and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do it different now. Because you learn some shit.
I learned some shit. You learn from leaving it out there on the court, on the field. Exactly. You learn.
I agree with you, Zag, 90%.
Let's talk about that.
The other 10.
That other 10, man. There's some ones that I didn't fumble. It's not like I messed up, but I knew who I was at that time period. I knew what they wanted, and as a man, I had to let them go.
Mm.
So I let some go. That as the man I am now. Man, we would have been great per se, but I had to let them go because my concern for them had grown to the point where I respected them enough to say I am not going to be this guy that you're gonna want right now. Right. I'm still doing me in a tremendous way. So I had to let them go. Now,
to your point. There, especially in my early 20s, there was some chicks that would have probably been a good girlfriend for me. But at that time, the way I was moving, I'm like, girl, I'm just going to run over top of you, and you're just going to be cast to the side. So while things are kosher between us, like you said, I'm gonna let you go.
I will move there for you right now. You say the word, and I am there. Yeah, nah, don't go. Stay where you at. Stay there.
There you go.
But the urge to be non-disciplined, fellas, is really what you guys fight.
Yeah.
All these questions about this and that and da-da-da. It's the fact that you are so pressed at that very moment that you don't realize that if that one passed, there'll be another experience coming. And I understand you ain't got a lot of experiences, and that's because you haven't been working on yourself to get those experiences. Once that starts to happen, you'll learn from them and you'll go from there. Like I done messed up a lot in my relationships back in the day. But I learned from all of them. I didn't have to make the same mistake twice, and I could learn from other people's mistakes.
Right.
So with all that data that I have, ain't no way I ain't living sucker free right now. Ain't no way. And that's before even meeting Zag and Miles and all these other, all these people, I was living sucker free. Because of the experiences,
I've been doing what I was doing before I came to the end.
And how it felt. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to repeat the story because everybody know 1950, me and him been rocking for a long time. That's my cousin. We had an experience where afterwards, we both looked at each other and it didn't feel right. And we said, man, we'll never do this shit ever again in our life. And I said, me too. And it wasn't, I'm not talking about, it didn't take years after experience. It was like right afterwards where we just felt like
it didn't feel right with your spirit.
This ain't us. This ain't us. This ain't, you know, and the thing is, you got to learn from your mistakes. You got to learn from your mistakes and go from there. And then on top of that, be smart. You young dudes that's 20-something years old that's actually tuned in to shows like this, you don't have to make the mistake to learn from it. You can learn from other people.
Now. We're giving you the game now.
You can learn from
make the mistake.
Other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And say, okay, you ain't really into me. You ain't really into me. You haven't given me the sexual attraction. I don't feel that. You still trying to nickel and dime me. What did Sugar Free say? I had $1. She knew I had $1, so she asked for 50 cents. These women will 50 cent your ass to death. Like you know, and this is the part that gets me, fellas. You feel it deep down in your core when you're talking to that chick and you trying to convince her just to hang out with you. Oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'll take you on a date. And I'll do that. And I would. If you're doing all that, deep down, you know she ain't interested in you.
Facts.
There you go. Let me address something in the chat real quick, because there's a young man who said, "Oh, y'all gonna answer my question?" Number one, you were not the first guy who asked the question. I see all of the questions; they are in order. Your question will get answered unless you donate it, unless you put some money on it with your question. Then don't ask that shit. Just be patient and wait. We will get to your question. But y'all continue. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, I tell you the easiest way to get your question answered: call in.
Call in.
There you go.
Send in some support and call in. Bitch ass
nigga. We're gonna get to you. But I saw your question and I got the perfect response for your question. So trust me, I can't wait to answer your shit. But right now, my dudes is cooking, so it ain't time for you just yet.
I don't like them. I asked the question. Are you gonna answer my question? Like, who the fuck are you, nigga?
I don't.
Yeah. Let's be clear. A lot of y'all niggas be asking questions in the chat because you don't want to actually support the fucking show. So suck a dick until we get to it, bitch ass nigga.
That's that New York stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll get to your shit later.
You know,
I don't like that because it's like you trying to press somebody. Don't press me unless you supporting. And if we cooking, that means we cooking and we're giving game to everybody, not just you. The show ain't about your one fucking question. And if you want to make the show about your one fucking question, then support the show and call in.
There you go.
The fuck are we doing?
There you go. Hey, there you go.
That's a valid point right there.
There you go.
So hey, that's a valid point right there. Let's just stand on that right now, okay? It's a valid point. You know, don't get emotional. Don't get emotional, and because ain't nobody there can hear you, so you could be cussing mouths out. You know, like that dude. But like, you know, sometimes valid points are just valid points.
Valid points.
like, come on, we men up in here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go. So, and again, why dating women on your terms is the cheat code to stress-free dating. Guys, the call-in line is open. It's been open, you motherfuckers. 1-844-672-7300. Motherfuckers. Damn you, motherfuckers. Call in. Now, if you do have a question, also put a Q in the chat like some of y'all have done already, followed by your question. Now, we're going to go ahead and get to the first question. We do shit in order here. God damn it. Right? So he says, I think one part of why feminism exists because of weak-ass males. Do you think the other part is men abusing their masculinity because they have no idea of what manhood is?
Well, that's the point. A man who abuses his masculinity is not a fucking man. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's a man abusing masculinity is a weak ass male. Why would you need to abuse it if you are secure in your masculinity? Masculinity. Look, let me explain something to you. Understand the difference between passive, understand the difference between aggressive, and then understand the difference between assertive. Masculinity asserts. Masculinity doesn't abuse, and masculinity doesn't do anything passive aggressively. Do you understand? Masculinity is on point, meaning it's just right there. Like it's not doing nothing extra and it's not coming up short. It's right fucking there. So, of course, a weak ass. If we're talking about abusing their masculinity, then yes, and we're talking about weak ass males. Exactly.
So right there, and this is what guys fail to exist. This is you need to know the history of feminism and what feminism has always been attached to. Feminism was attached to the civil rights movement. Feminism was attached to abolitionists when they talk about, what they wanted slaves free. Feminism is attached to women's suffrage. Go back to the late 1700s, early 1800s. It goes way back. Women's suffrage. Why? To Miles's point, the women were being abused and mistreated by men. It's one thing for women to be submissive to you. It's another thing for you to treat your women like second-class citizens and oppress them. So that was the issue that women were having, was mistreatment and being abused. So to Miles's point, those are not men.
Those are not men,
right? So the reason why feminism even exists is because of guys who are abusive, who are weak motherfuckers, and who don't know how to influence women with leadership. Period. So that J. Roman, you want to speak to it? We'll get to the other question and shit.
I mean, yeah, I just it's one of those things where more later in this later years in this 20th century, they've connected masculinity underneath a negative tone and attacked it as that's part of manhood. And then they always put the action of some dude hitting the woman and abusing what they consider masculinity, when it was in all generations that was pretty much considered a pretty weak dude that he had to hit his woman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. That was just, ever since growing up, I've known like, hey, there's so many other things that you could do because it's your choice to have her around. So leaving her, like a dude leaving a man back in a dude leaving a woman back in the day, that was some dire position she was in. Because now she was protectionless out in the world. So like
out in the wilderness,
there was a lot of stuff
out into the wilderness.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that could have been done. The thing that always bothered me is this. Why is it my bad, some got my throat. Why is it where for the growth, our society feels like for the growth for women to be stronger, men have to be weaker?
Exactly. It's dumb shit.
And I never really understood that. Like, why do you have to put men down to be stronger? You could just be a stronger woman, period, without tearing down a man. Because in that case, you're not really stronger. You're just taking what was strong and trying to put it underneath you.
Exactly. You're taking what's strong and making it weak so you can seem stronger.
You can seem stronger. So I never understood that. And I just don't think that guys really understand that, if your boy, and let's take it like this, all the fellas, you sitting at the house with your homie and his girl says something, he gets up and starts slapping the shit out of her. That uncomfortable feeling that you have right there in that moment, that you're looking at your boy like, what the hell, dog?
Yeah, what happened, bro?
You're not considering him a man. You're not considering him somebody that you really want to hang out with, because it's making you feel a certain way, unless there's a whole bunch of, wife beaters or something hanging out. I don't know how they feel, but I'm just saying for me personally, we can't be friends anymore, because that's not how I rock. So, that feeling means that he has stepped out of manhood. He has stepped out of that thing that as what we are. Because Miles, you made a point a long time ago. I was like, man, that's pretty dope. The point was pretty much that part of the masculinity that we have is knowing that we can fuck somebody up, but don't do it.
Exactly. Real talk.
And that's where women are drawn to for the love.
Discipline.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And like you said, Zach, that's the discipline, which is one of the number one things that we must have. And I don't think that's what everybody understands, that they're not attacking masculinity. They're attacking your discipline to be a man and continue to be that. And so,
Yeah. Well, basically, you got guys, it's abuse of power. That's what it is. And it continues to this day. This is why, and the way that women go about it might not be the best way, but I understand it, right? This is why women, they be on that independent ball shit, which is goofy as hell. But what it is you have guys even now, one of the main motivations they have for getting to the money is so they can control women with it. Right? This is why a lot of guys, I don't want my woman working, right? Because they don't want her working because they want that woman to be completely codependent on them for her survival. So she will act right. We good? I can't hear you.
He's talking. I can see that, but
yeah, it must have been technical difficulties, or I don't know.
All right. So
we'll call back whoever that was.
So let me get to this question, and let me get this question first, because I couldn't wait to get to this question. So he says, as y'all a boomer generation, no, we're not. Do y'all think women changed from past to present? Okay, we're not boomer generation, but
boomers is what, 70?
Yeah. Boomers like you're talking about World War II people and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Boomers is 70 years old.
40s and 50s and shit. You know
everybody on here is 40 and 50, bro. So take it easy.
So,
y'all niggas know what we talking about here. So.
Hold on, let's get this. I got a perfect response for you. We can't hear you, Miles.
Yeah, that is it was a troll. That's why I put my shit on mute so y'all couldn't hear it.
Okay, cool. So he asks, have women have changed? There's a documentary on Netflix called The Booze, Bets, and Sex That Built America. The Booze, Bets, and Sex That Built America. And it goes back to the 1800s and the turn of the century, the early 1900s, 20s, 30s. And they talk about tobacco, condoms, when condoms were invented and all of that, but during World War I and all that. They talk about all these different things, the different vices that built America. Now, real quick, let me see if I can find it. There was a book that was written. Let me see if I can find it. To answer your question, I'll answer your question like this. There was a book that was written. Hold on, God damn it. Hold on. Okay, cool. In 1953, there was a book. 1953. Okay, I want all y'all listening. 1953. Because I hear guys say, oh, I want to go back to the 50s. Motherfucker, you wasn't even living then. Right. In 1953, there was a book written called Sexual Behavior in the Human Female. And they banned that book. Like, if you try to buy it right now, it's going to cost you like $400 or $500, right? Dang. They banned that book, right? In that book, they interviewed like 18,000 women or some shit like that. And in that book, what women revealed was there was a lot of women who were bisexual and they were engaging in bisexual sex, 1953, and there were a lot of women who were homosexual. That's how because women were called homosexual back then. Women who identified as lesbians. And there were a lot of women having premarital sex. And there were a lot of women who were experiencing orgasms. They talked about this. 1953. So that book and the people who funded the people who did that book, they took the funding away. Like, we can't have this book out there because it revealed how women really feel about sex. And what you're seeing right now in 2026 is women living what was in that book in 1953. And guys can't take it. So
Yep.
women have not changed.
Yo, there was and it might be a part of the book that you're talking about, but there was something back in the day that they called female hysteria, right? And it had a lot to do with a lot of women's insatiable need for the pleasure of sex.
Yes, the orgasm. They had to have it.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Look, guys, if anybody interested, look up the term female hysteria from back in the day. And you this is why we tell y'all motherfuckers, women love sex. Like all of that shit that y'all be talking about. Yeah. All of that shit, like that's why we try to tell y'all, being honest with a woman about sex is that's the way to go. Like, you really don't have to fucking do too much. That's why when a woman is talking to a man that she is sexually attracted to, the nigga don't gotta do that much. And
Not
you
at
look
all.
at wondering, damn, how he get that pussy so quick and so easy. If you sitting there wondering, it's nothing to it. The woman is just he don't have to say nothing slick, smooth, or perfect. Meanwhile, you over there with your no game, stupid ass, low confidence, no game having ass talking about, well, I gotta come up with the right thing to say because shut the fuck up. You just talking to a woman that don't like you. That's what you don't understand. But the nigga that get pussy, he talked to woman after woman after woman until he found a woman that like him. And he ain't got to do or say too much. And then he smash. And that's that. It's that simple. But y'all niggas be trying to fucking, well, it's got to be perfect. And I got to be 6 feet. And I got to make 6 figures. And I got to have my money and my looks and my status and my da-da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
And I'm going to tell you why, because I went through a progression of life myself where I used to go on dates. And then dates are expensive. And as a young man and the money coming, I realized, I'm spending this gas to pick somebody up, pay for a meal, do all this. And, if we did something, we did. If we didn't, we didn't. I had enough to. But if you realize going on like maybe 2, 3, 4 dates, 5 dates, 6 dates a month, that gets expensive. So I stopped dating and started hanging out. Like, hey, you can come over to the house. You can come over. Well, I don't want to come over. Okay, cool. Next one, you come over to the house. Oh, she's over at the house. She's having a good time. She's laughing. She's talking. And even then, that was a mistake because I was giving her a lot of boyfriend energy. So like some of you fellas, think back throughout your history of dating. Because I'm not going to sit here and believe that all y'all ain't been dating and all y'all don't know how to interact with a chick to get her over the house. What I'm going to say is think back to the history of your dating. What has helped you more? You changing the way you move and becoming a more disciplined and better person? Or you believing the chicks have changed over the times of your youth all the way up to you being an adult? What has changed more to help you in interacting with the other sex? You or believing they have changed? Now, I'll tell you this. I don't believe women have changed much at all. Technology has changed.
Exactly.
And you being able to see things outright has changed more, right? Because, like Zag was saying, back in the day, that book where they interviewed all those women in 1953 and all that other stuff, I already thought that about them back then. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
they been fucking.
Because I'm gonna tell you what ain't changed. Dudes ain't changed. We know what we want. like seriously. Like the men know what to do. That's why you could read a book from 1940 something talking about discipline and maturity and manhood, and it still applies to this day. None of the righteous stuff as far as things about being a man has really changed.
No.
None of it.
You know what? My bad, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say nothing has changed but the fact that women don't hide it anymore. Women used to hide it. This is what guys see. This is how guys, they want to be lied to. See, guys say women want to be lied to. No, you motherfucking guys want to be lied to. Y'all would rather hear a comfortable lie that's believable than to hear the harsh truth about women and sexuality. Okay? Women love dick, and they love, not only do they love dick, but they love coming on it.
Woo!
Period.
Nigga.
It's just facts.
Hey, for forbidden fruit of life. Yeah, I was there at 97 and 94, and yeah. Freak Dick was nice. It was awesome.
Come on, bro. And another thing people say is, I wonder why, our grandparents and great grandparents stayed together for so long. Because everybody was cheating and they knew it and they just accepted it. That's why.
Exactly.
That's why.
Oh, nigga.
That's why.
It was not uncommon
yes.
for the man to take care of somebody else's kid, but it better not be told to anybody.
Right. Nigga.
Oh,
how many situations you heard where niggas met their brothers and sisters at the funeral?
That's
how many situations where the wife found out about the side bitch and the other side bitch at the fucking funeral? Huh? Fuck out of here. Let me tell you something. Yeah. It's real quick. It's more egos today. It's more egos today. Because now, especially since women could work and everybody could be a boss bitch. Back in the day, a woman had to find a man for protection, for finances, for provision, for everything. So niggas had multiple fucking families all over the town. Go ahead.
Hey, no, and I just want to say, and again, there's this joint on YouTube, and it talks about the history of sex, and it goes back like 1,000 years. Yeah, pornography is not new. Pornography has been around for hundreds of years. It's just when they invented the camera and projectors, it just got more widespread. But it's been around. It was. You can go to a fucking cave and see drawings of stick figures of them hitting somebody doggy style and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because no, for real. Like even back in ancient Japan and ancient China, when you talk about the Kama Sutra, back then, you talk about 1,000 years ago, hundreds of years ago, there was they had drawings of how to fuck.
Yes, sir.
In print.
Yes,
different positions hundreds of years ago, right? Yep. But not only that, to show you how real it is with sex, there is proof that women who were the wives of slave owners were fucking slaves, and the slave owners were divorcing. There are divorces on record in the 1800s of that happening.
Shout out to the movie Life. Fucking can't get daddy.
Yes.
Kama Sutra, the Kama Sutra book was my first my first coffee table book.
There you go.
I put that on the coffee table, right there in the front room.
Mm-hmm.
That with the exotic erotica poems.
So she knew
come over. Yeah, they would come over and like, hey, pick a page.
Yes, sir.
Pick a page. Just try it.
Nothing is new under the sun. Y'all think this shit is new. This is what kills me. As the modern day human being is over 200,000 years old. All that fucking for all of those years, and you think motherfuckers wouldn't figure out some shit? Like, come on, bro. It's like for whatever reason, guys want to stay in the dark as to how women really get down.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta wake the fuck up.
Nah, it's the fear of not being chosen to be the one to be fucking. That really hurts, right? So it's the fact that I see this lady I want to get at. I'm getting at her, and she says no. That's crushing. Next thing you know, it was no. Now is it me? No, it's them. They just don't see a real man. They don't see, oh no, it's about my money. Okay, I get my money up. Hey, what about me and my money now? No. Or yes until it dries out. Oh, these women aren't about shit because I had money and they don't take that. Oh, I need my 6-pack. Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks good. He has money. Yeah, I'm gonna be around for a little while. No. It's always something instead of a consistency about themselves to understand that it don't matter what position you are in, you still got to find the one that is really down for what you are without changing.
Exactly.
But you don't want to be patient enough.
No, let me say this about what Wicked Scorpion said. Let me say this about sex. And I'm not saying that you're not aware of this, Wicked Scorpion. Sex isn't just used for desire. Sex is used as a tool. So what was also happening back in the slavery days is some of these women, when a husband would die, they were widowed. So now they're on a plantation with all these niggas, right? so this look, this is where sex as a tool and sex as control comes in. Safety. She like, I got all of these niggas. I need to keep these niggas in line. Let me find the one that I'm most attracted to. Let him hit this pussy and tell him, hey, tell them other motherfuckers to chill. Don't come in this house while I'm asleep. Y'all don't think that happened?
Hey, and look, let's be clear. Man. Let's be clear. The slave master was fucking the female slaves.
Exactly.
And the slave master's wife was fucking
the round robin of shit going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was a lot of shit going on.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, it was going on both ways. But my point is, but even when you talk about the history of sex, it breaks down how, yes, women will have sex purely out of desire to do so. Then you have other women that will have sex out of necessity. Listen to what I'm telling you. Sex out of necessity. Okay, meaning they want access to something or they want something to happen and they're using sex as a tool to get something done. Women do this, and it ain't just prostitutes. See, the problem with guys is they want to look at just sex workers as women who use sex in this fashion. No, all women do.
Nah, they all hoes, my nigga. Every last one of them.
Bro, they all do. Like even this, and I'm gonna do a video about this later. And we get enough tangent. When we talk about manipulation, the reason why all women manipulate is because all women have made at least one guy wait for sex at one point in time. All women have done it. All women. So here's what guys want to believe. Here's the Disney fairy tale. Oh, she's making me wait because she's virtuous and she has high standards and morals. No, that's not why she's making you wait. Right? And I'm not saying that women don't have morals. That's not what I'm saying. Guys, I'm going to break it down like this. It's very simple.
They don't. I'm going to tell you they don't. But go ahead.
They don't. But if a woman says, if you want access to me sexually, you have to do these things first. Is that not control? Is that not her trying to influence your behavior when it comes to her? Tell me that a woman ain't making you wait for sex. Tell me that's not manipulation. That's the epitome of manipulation. And I'm not saying that women are wrong for it, but I'm saying that it's manipulation. That's what I'm saying.
Women, here's what I mean when I say women don't have morals. What I mean is that a woman is focused on her survival and she's focused on what's convenient and emotionally comfortable for her. That's what I mean. So that means it's not about morality. It's about what feels good and makes sense for her. That's all. Let me tell you something. And shout out to and look, this is me. And shout out to my mother for keeping it real with a nigga. But there were times in my childhood when my dad had to be away for a time for other reasons I won't get into. And there was times when a man in the neighborhood would somehow the rent would get paid. Somehow the man would show up at the door with groceries and shit. And later on in my life, I would have conversations with my mother like, hey, I remember this guy. I remember that guy. And my mom would let me know it was the promise of sex. It was the promise. You want to talk about dangling the carrot, bro? Look, when I look in the camera and I say, yes, your mama's a hoe too, it's because I know my mama's a fucking hoe. You hear what I'm telling you? And it's not a bad thing. There were times in our life when shit got rough. And you ever heard that phrase in them old movies? Well, there's this movie called A Streetcar Named Desire, where a famous line in the movie, the bitch said, well, I've always depended on the kindness of strangers. That's what women do. And when she means the kindness of strangers, it's not the kindness of strangers. It's the lust of what a simp ass nigga would do for just the promise of pussy. Not even getting to fuck. Just the promise or the flirtation or bro, let me tell you something. Women would spray their perfume on a handkerchief and literally dangle it in front of a man's face. And the nigga would just be inspired to pay her way so she could get on the train to make it to France or whatever the fuck it is. That's life.
See, look, that's some real shit.
That's not looking down on women and saying women are evil. That is literally life. Women have to fucking survive, bro. They have to. So when I say women have no morals, and yes, your mama's a hoe too, my mom included, nigga. What? Come on now.
I got 6 brothers, man, and 1 sister. Do you think I believe that's the only action my mama had? Like back in the day, they had key parties. Orgy was in the Bible,
nigga.
I'm just like, so whoever asked the question, right? Has women changed? And I know we're talking about the sexuality of women and sex of women. However, actions make mentalities, make your mental mind state, makes, what you think about. So
real quick, put BD 1016 on the real shit, bro.
Hey. Shit. Bills got to get paid. This is what guys don't understand. If all else fails, women know they can sell ass or the promise of it.
Nigga.
That's it. They know they can sell ass or the promise of it.
Go ahead, Jay. My bad.
I don't even want to think about that. So the only thing socially has changed, because the question, because I want to answer the dude's question when it comes to social, because is that now the society has made it popular to put your business out in the world.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that has changed.
Yeah.
Is now people put their business out on the world. It used to be, and we can take it off of sex and how easily I'm about to do that right now. If we talk about finances and making money, it used to be a word of mouth thing, and you had to know somebody that knows somebody that teaches you something like that. Now you got YouTube, social media, where somebody is putting on a TikTok or a video on how to better your finances.
Yeah.
So things were just private and you didn't have access to it.
Right.
Now you have access to a woman's mind more, because we've made it popular in society to put our business out on the street. So it's not that women have changed. It's just that the technology and being able to see these things is what's changed.
Mm-hmm. Man, I've had situations, bro, where I've encouraged a woman that I was with to take advantage of a simp.
Oh yeah.
You understand? Like, I've had situations like, oh, that nigga like you like that? Well, hey, listen, talk up to him, flirt with the nigga, see what we could get out of him, because we gotta pay this fucking rent.
I've been at a bar and go get those drinks for us.
Go get those drinks.
Hey, if y'all back in the day, Red Lobster used to be my spot. It's overrated now, but back in the day, and I used to love them cheddar biscuits. So if y'all ever went out with a chick and she got some cheddar biscuits on the way out the door, she was bringing them to me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. And that's another thing. When women be getting doggy bags and y'all don't be getting no pussy, who do you think they bringing them doggy bags back to? Thank you.
Thank you.
She knows I need my sustenance after I dick her down. She knows I need my sustenance. You know what I'm saying?
How many times after a date, how many times have you said this? Hey, after your date, just hit me up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After your date.
After your date, holla at me. When you done, just holla at me. Nigga.
Yeah.
And you think she going to bed? She gonna be in a bed. She gonna be in one, but she ain't going.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. She really might have liked you too,
bro. Let listen, because somebody mentioned it earlier before. This is the fear that a lot of men have, where they can't deal with the reality of a woman's true sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
They can't deal with that shit. They don't want to. Even just me talking and saying, "Well, your mama's a hoe too." They probably, a lot of niggas just heard me talking. They was like, "Well, that's probably true for your mom, Miles, but not my mother." Sorry, bro, but it's so many niggas that will try to block out that reality. Like they can't fathom the fact that a woman would, play games or even go all the way and actually fuck a nigga just to get the money too. Right?
Wow. I had a guy say one time, I know for a fact my parents never cheated on each other. I'm like, bro, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you number one, you're not around them 24/7. Number two, you don't know what the fuck was happening before you was born and when you was a little kid too young to remember. Stop that, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this conversation just a little bit, because I have a lot of dudes that I talk to that are still emotionally messed up because they mom and dad split or something happened with them. And I'm gonna tell you like this: you have never been your mom's husband, and she has never been your wife.
Facts.
You don't know what she did or did not do. It's like you don't know what he did or did not do, unless it's physically abusive. That's something different. But at the same time, you don't know. You don't know if your mom said, "I ain't sucking your dad's dick no more," and he was like, "I'm tired of this." You don't know what drove him to that other woman. Your mom said, she might have been like, "Hey, look, this is all retired. I'm done. I didn't have enough dicks in my life." And he like, "Yo, I'm still trying to get it popping." You don't know. And it could be vice versa. There's sometimes some dudes don't even fuck your moms. Their mom goes and cheat, and now you mad at mom, but pops wasn't fucking her. I'm just letting you know. Sometimes this stuff happens. You don't know what's going on, but yet you taking a side, and now you mad at the other side, and you ain't talked to your dad in years.
Yeah, I never
talk about he messed up, or you didn't talk to your mom in years. You don't know what happened in the relationship. You've never been the other person's mate. So
I never
over that.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
It was always weird to me that people would be real fucked up over their parents' divorce. I'm like, they're not together no more. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Get used to that shit. Now, I understand that you got to get used. See, this is what people got to understand about life. Things are always changing, and not all things will change exactly to your liking. Right. So that means you have to adapt to shit. So when I hear people, they go into this deep depression and they're all traumatized about a divorce, I'm like, you don't know how to adapt to change, do you? That's how I look at that. You don't know how to adapt to change. And I'm not saying it's not hard on you, but I'm saying is, hey, say, bro, you got to tighten up. Life is hard out here. People going through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a kid eating out garbage cans, nigga? And you crying because the mama and daddy ain't fucking no more? Nigga, you'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Go get that leftover bologna sandwich out that garbage can and see how you feel.
Niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but people look at it, and I have dudes to this. I talk to cats that's like 30, 40 years old. That's like, oh, my dad, when my mom and dad split, and this, and times, I don't talk to my dad or I don't talk to my mom. It's like, you don't know what was happening. You don't behind the closed doors. You don't know. Yeah. You don't know. There's some dads that cheated with the mom just wasn't fucking them anymore, and vice versa. I ain't saying it's on one side or the other.
When I was a kid, there were things both my parents did that made me look at both of them like, what's wrong with y'all? But then as I got old enough to deal with chicks, I'm like, I get it now. I get it. That's why when I got older, I couldn't choose sides. Because I got it now.
Yeah, I get it now. Talk. Yeah. Real talk. Real fucking talk. Yeah. Yeah, I remember being that kid. Like, I would see my parents fight, and I would really like be very protective. As a son, I would be very protective of my mother, and I used to really me too. I would hate on my dad, bro. I would hate on my dad and shit until later on in life. I started fucking around with females, and I'm like, bro, I could never be mad at my dad at this point. Never.
You learn some shit. You be like, I get it. The light bulb, like, because you're looking at a grown folks' relationship through the lens of a child.
Exactly.
An inexperienced child who don't know anything about sex.
No shit.
Love.
Well, you don't even consider that. as a child, you don't even consider sex or nothing. You just consider the fact that this is mom's. Mom's takes care of me. I love moms in this big way. Dad, I love, but he's more of a disciplinary. So me and him, our relationship is strained as a kid because you're always at that point like, my dad can fuck me up at any moment. Right. So, there's always that, but mom loves me, right?
Yeah, I was ready to fight my dad at some point.
So most cats, man, my dad would have fucked me up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I seen him pick my older brother up with one hand before up against the wall.
God damn. On some movie shit. That's a movie.
Yeah. See that right there? That would make me want to fight him. Like, nigga, let me pick me up like that, nigga. Wait till I get bigger, nigga. Wait till I get bigger. It's on.
But he was bigger. I said my older brother, man. He was bigger, man.
Oh,
he was big. He was bigger than my dad. My dad had to show up one day. Hold on.
I ain't like people putting their hands on me though. I ain't like that.
I ain't like it either. But hey, but when you're younger, that's what strains your dad relationship, right? Because there's some intensity there from the fact that anything can go down. So you love mom in a certain way, and so you look at it through a kid's eyes with mom. It ain't through an adult eyes. It ain't through sexual eyes. It ain't through none of that stuff where you realize, hold on, they have their own relationship. And I never forget my pops. This is what opened it up for me one day. Mm-hmm. I came home and my pops slammed me up against the wall. Boom. And he goes, do you think I want your mother touching gas? And I was like, no. Well, what happened was he passed us as we was at the gas station and he seen my mom pumping gas. Now, my pops, that was a no-no. He's like, right. You think I want my woman? That's what he said. You think I want my woman smelling like gas?
Nigga.
And so, right. And he said, my woman, which is my mom. Hold on, that's my mom. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you think I want my woman smelling like gas?
Yeah.
And, and it's, at that moment, because I had to think, your woman.
You mean mom, nigga?
Mom, right. So, I swear at that moment it split my head in two. Like, whoop, I had two different brains now. Like, hold on. And the way he said it was like if you getting at some dude on the block, like you think I want a woman fucking gas, smelling like gas.
Like you know me. What happened?
You're so.
And you know what, J. Roman? That was some powerful shit.
Yeah.
Because he could have said, you think I want your mother? No. Because he said, this ain't got nothing to do with her being your mother. She's my woman, nigga. How dare you have my woman pumping gas for you, nigga?
Bitch.
My woman don't touch the gas pump, nigga.
Hey, shout out to J. Pops.
Shout out to him, though.
I'm telling you, it split my head because now I'm looking at my mom like, you my mom, but you his woman.
You his nigga.
There you go. It's a whole different thing.
And so from that moment on, I was like, okay. And then on top of that, he said in my head, it's like, I don't want you taking care of your mother when I'm gone. I want you taking care of my woman. So I had two different things, two different responsibilities now. It's not that I'm taking care of my mom. I'm also taking care of his woman. Like I'm telling you, man, my mind was. I think I went and took a nap after that. Like I came, my mind was blown.
Hey, no, that's real because he's talking to you like you another dude. You're like you're his son, but you're not really my son.
You're the real conversation with him.
You're the man that I leave in charge to take care of my woman when I'm not around.
Yeah, man.
This is what I need from you. You're not my son. This is what I need from you as a man. You know what it was? Shout out to him because the conversation now became, instead of father son, it was man to man. Because he was also showing you a way that you could deal with your woman. You see what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just, this is your mom and you're my son. No. You're a man and I'm a man, and I'm showing you, don't let your woman touch gas or end up smelling like gas, my nigga. You feel me? That's real shit.
No trash, nothing heavy. Like I'm telling you, my pops was like, hey, if I see my woman doing this stuff, you're in trouble.
That's you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I better not see her lifting a grocery bag.
I don't care if you gotta drag it in. You can barely lift it yourself, but she ain't doing it. You know, so
that's real, bro. Shout out to your pop.
That's some real shit. And let me take it a little further, because to his point, to both the point you guys were making, that's his woman. How dare you have my woman doing something I wouldn't have her doing? Have you lost your mind, nigga?
Standards.
That's my woman.
Standards. That's what we're talking about.
Don't have my woman doing shit I wouldn't have her doing.
Hey, let me explain. Let me add this, right? The whole thing about dating a woman on your terms, right? Well, in this situation, now we're talking about the family dynamic. As a man, it's still on your fucking terms. Because that's what your dad did. He let you know, these are my terms. You don't let your mother pump gas. You don't let your mother take the garbage out. You don't let your mother carry groceries. These are my terms as a man. And let me explain. This is what we're talking about, where it's like, it's the cheat code. It's a cheat code for relationships, but it's a cheat code for running your family too.
Facts.
This is exactly what we're talking about. This is why we tell you the game is not about women. The game is about your terms, your standards, your principles, and everything about your program, to the point where, yes, I will hem my son up to let him know you don't treat, and not even your mother, you don't treat my fucking woman that way, because this is my woman. This is my family. This is my standard, and this is my quality of life that I'm setting up here. And you gotta enforce it. You gotta get down and lay down, nigga.
That and to your point, Miles, that's his standard. He said, my standard is, this is how I treat my woman. So anybody under my wing is going to abide by the same standard I do.
Exactly.
And you're going to treat her like I do. You're not going to take advantage of her and have her doing shit that I wouldn't have her doing, nigga. He could have talked to you calmly about it. But he wanted to let you know how serious it was. Which is why he
let me know. I was up against that wall, like, you know. And what's so crazy though,
how serious it is.
I'm gonna tell you, the mentality of my head changed, because when they argued now, it was no longer about me. It was just them two having their own discussion. I could care less now.
Yo, shout out to
that's not my woman.
That was hard. That was hard body right there. That was heavy, right? That was game right there.
Right there.
Game.
Right
yes,
there. Sir. If you don't learn nothing else, what Jay Roman just said was some real shit. It's about them. And that's anybody's relationship. It's them two. Now, you can have your own opinion, but stay out of it. It's them two.
Facts.
It's them two. Because you can look at any two people that are going through it, and you can be like, both of y'all goofy as fuck. Because of how they acting. Both of y'all being goofy. Because if you was really leading as a man, you would be like, that's a nigga that he's a lead, because he ain't doing that back and forth with her. So at some point as a man, either your presence commands the respect that's needed where you never even go through that, or once you witness that a woman ain't moving how she needs to move, you cut off access instantly.
Right.
Like we're done. Like it's over for you.
We're done.
I think we got another question here. We got this last question. Let's snatch this motherfucker up. If you find you've stopped leading in a relationship, you never were leading if you stopped. You just thought you were leading. Can that idea dynamic be recovered? Guys, this is what a lot of you guys don't understand about life in general, just as a man. But when you deal with women, you cannot fuck up with women and think you're going to be able to regain the will back. It's too late. Once you guys, this is what guys don't understand. Once a woman's perception changes about you, and it goes from positive to negative, it's almost virtually impossible to get it back.
Exactly. Start the countdown, nigga.
It's over.
I'm of a different view.
Mm-hmm.
I'm of a different view. But I think the amount of work you have to do and the amount of time you have to be consistently, because let's be honest, we're all human beings. Even the most consistent person slips up sometime.
Right.
So the thing is, the amount of consistency and on point you have to be. It's a road. It's a whole road. So some people just go ahead and get rid of that one and just start all over because you learn from it and you move on. But I understand that some people are in positions where they have children, they have kids, and things like that. I'm big on legacy. I'm big on if your kids are great and doing productive and they doing things, then hey, you start that road, you start that dynamic, and you'll see the difference in things. But you have to be so consistent for so long,
right,
to get that back. And you can't do it.
And you can't do it impossible. But it's like you said, it's highly unlikely.
But the thing is, you can't do it for her though.
Exactly.
You have to do it for you and your legacy with the kids, and then she would have to step on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if she don't step on, she'll probably step away.
Yeah.
But also, that would be you as a man accepting a new normal. It would be a new normal, right? And can you stomach that? Because here's the thing: when he's talking about stop leading. So for you to stop leading, that means at some point you've been letting a woman get her way. You've been capitulating. You've been acquiescing. Once you do that, you cannot tell a woman, "Hey, we're gonna go back to the old way." And I know you've been having a grand time doing it your way, but that shit stops now, and a woman gonna be cool with that.
No. You gotta do your presidential speech. But after that point, you better be flawless. Because I'm telling you right now, you do your presidential speech and you slip up, and that's the first thing she's going at. Oh, I thought we were doing this. That's the first thing. So, like, I'm letting you gotta be on point. The thing is, the consistency and the work. Like I say, I'm always gonna. If you got children, my view has always changed. If you ain't got no kids, get out today. Pack up, go.
Now, I do agree. If you don't have any children with a woman and y'all don't cohabitate, bro, that's the easiest breakup.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't even be thinking. That's the easiest breakup. You don't have anything tied together. There's nothing together but your feelings. That's all that's there. Let them shits go. Let them go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scary Perry for the $9.99 support for the game. Appreciate you. It's about that time, fellas. And did we get to the last question? Yeah, we did the last. We just did it. All right. So where can they find y'all, man? What's going on?
Okay, guys, make sure you go to Cunningham Elements, get your soaps, get your cologne, and also go to masculineidentitymembership.com, or you can also go to masculineidentity.com and get your coaching consultations, join the Masculine Identity membership. And I also got the Player Academy, man. I got the Player Academy. Go to masculineidentity.com. You can join the Player Academy for 99 cents. I'm doing the summer sale once again. So you could join the Player Academy for 99 cents, where we go through how to be a player, how to approach women, talk to women, attract women, build your roster, mouthpiece, all that shit, man. So make sure you go check that out. And also go to shoplucario.com. Lucario has the platinum package right now, where you can get some of the best programs from the Bad Boy membership for sale, separately from being on the membership. And make sure you get your online dating consultation featuring Mr. Lucario and April MC. And guys, appreciate y'all, man. As always, K-Zag and J Roman. Like I said earlier, I'm not here because we owe each other anything. I'm here because I want to be, and this is how I spend my Saturdays from 12 to 2. So I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all consistency, and glad to be here, man.
Let me say this, Jay Roman, before you say what you're gonna say. And that's one, guys. I want to remind you again: why dating women on your terms is the cheat code to stress-free dating. It's not just about sex, guys. It's about dealing with women on your terms to keep your life as drama-free as possible. You set the expectations, right? When I say set expectations, it's not about you having expectations. It's about you setting the woman's expectations as to what's required of her to not only gain access to you, but to maintain access to you. Go ahead, Jay.
There you go.
Yeah. You can find me at jromanway@gmail.com. I do have consultations, and just that way you connect with me. Just email me. We'll set something up, and we'll go from there. Miles, I love it, man. When you have that long go, this is what I'm doing. Whoop, 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 go down the list. I'm like, okay, this guy is doing it, man. So always, Zach, I appreciate you for having me on the show.
Yes, sir.
There is some stuff coming down the pipeline, not just with myself, but I'm collabing with my cousin. And he's getting some stuff together, and I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of stuff with him. And then 1950, that's what we're gonna collaborating with him. He's always been the main encourager for me to come on and do some stuff. So I'm rocking with it. Like always, the show tomorrow, Real Game No Theory. Please tune in. I'm not on it. These brothers are on it. Zag and Miles, Lucario, 1950, and Steen the Dean. One of the best shows I know on YouTube coming on that Sunday. I always tune in, enjoy it. It's a great show. Don't miss it. And besides that, everybody, man, get out there and enjoy the Saturday.
All right. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Shout out to Renee P.
Shout out to Renee P.
Been a minute, baby girl. Also, thanks, Gary Perry, for the super chat. And
Scary
also,
Perry, Joe Blast,
who asked the questions. Appreciate y'all. Until next Saturday. Tomorrow, though, 11
Frankie
a.m.
Shot.
Right, Frankie Shot, all the people. 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. We're gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.